Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. All right, don't forget the market's closed on Monday, right? All right. Hey, Flip Flop. All right, let's see what's going on today. We got one more day before the weekend. Woohoo. And then don't forget the market's closed Monday. All right. Let's see. I got to clean my glasses. All right, let's see what's going on today. So I was looking at the scanners before I got started, and God, my eyes won't stop running. When will allergy season be over? That's the most important question I have right now. Okay, so just looking to see what's up. QBTX, LFS is popping up. Hard to borrow. News? Looks like they had news yesterday. So sports and social business company dedicated to youth sports and community engagement. Interesting. All right. So looks like it's popping up, but it already popped up at 4:30 a.m. with a high of 351. So let's see. This is actually the high. Okay. This could be interesting. But it doesn't have like news today. Inc. stock transfer agreement to acquire 100% stake in Tokai Sports. So they are acquiring another company. Okay. Good morning, Herb. Hey. Just checking out the scanner, seeing what's going on. LFS popped up. Just kind of getting the lay of the land here. See what's going on today. Let's see how the stock market's doing today. I'm guessing it's going to be kind of slow. Mixed in early Friday trading, recovering from a midweek slump. Futures indicate a slightly higher open. I mean, I don't expect much to happen today because of the holiday. But, oh, we might have a high of day break. But look at that. See? Those high of day breakouts, they can really have some volume. 368, 367, 369. Wow, 76 popping up already. Wow. That was a great breakout. But I'm going to look for like a pullback for my first trade. I'm looking more for like something kind of more chill, like a bull flag pullback. which if I'd gotten in down here, that would have been great. But I kind of missed the move, so I'm not going to chase. I'm not going to take anything that doesn't look awesome to me. Let's see, MRM. HCWB, I think that was moving yesterday. GOVX. So LFS seems to be the most exciting thing happening today. Hey, James. Good morning. Are you guys all ready for the weekend? Do you have any good plans? I have a barbecue to go to. I'm excited. Okay, so this is really making a run for it. Oh man, I missed that bull flag, but that's okay. I'm gonna look for another one. I'm not gonna chase things. Yesterday I felt really good about my trades, even though they were small green trades, but I felt really good about them. So today I'm gonna stick to my, my guns. If I miss something, I miss something. If I catch it, I catch it. No chasing. What's that thing that all the internet girlies say? I don't chase, I attract. That's like the thing all over the internet. Yeah, I'm not chasing today. Really? Why is that? Are they more expensive today than they usually are, flip-flop? I'm curious. Does that mean something like about how the market's going if locates are expensive? Wow, this run. Oh man, I missed it. But oh my goodness. That high of day breakout. Yep, right here. That high of day breakout. That was awesome. All right, but I'll look for a pullback. Who knew youth sports could make so much money? All right, a topping tail might be a reversal. Maybe this might be a reversal. I thought this might be a reversal, and then it just kept driving up. So I am keeping volume on today, but I don't know. I just don't have the desire to put my other indicators back on. I like having a clean chart. I'm really enjoying keeping it simple. So yeah, this was the trend, broke the trend. Possible bull flag, pullback. Possible breakout here. Whoops. Wow, there's something popping right out of the gate today. But, I missed it. It's okay. Wow, this was like 70, 80 cents a share. That's the top of the low candle. That's like 30 cents a share. Oh, okay. Wow. Okay, so everyone's been grabbing them. So the price goes up. The ticker is a candidate for a big squeeze because shorts are all over it. Yep. That definitely tracks, right? If it breaks over 408, I might get in. Let's see. I want to kind of see it confirm. Oh. Wow, it's really $3.99 for it's really struggling at the $4 mark. For oh man, I should have stayed in. This is the problem, letting my winners run. Ugh. Let me check the chat, guys. Wow. Good morning, Aligos. Wow. $33 for 100 shares. Holy moly. Yeah, I should have let this run. I got get nervous. If I see another pullback, oh my God, my allergies are killing me today. If I see another pullback, I'll get in. So here's another high, 471. The high going back to November, yeah, is 1249. So it's making like pullback, pullback. I'll try to get in on the next one. Good morning, HG. Yeah, I did hold it through my stop, but I really did think it was going to squeeze up. I'm looking for another potential breakout. Yeah, I did. I pulled up before one of my exit indicators. I did. I could be making a really bad decision right now because it broke that level, broke 4. Hmm. Yeah. I think I'm being too stubborn. Yeah. Right here. That's what I was thinking, but I'm out. Oh well, I gave it a good try. All right, so first one was a bull flag, pullback, and I got out too early. And the second one was also a pullback, bull flag pullback. Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was going to push higher, but I'm out. The volume was just low. And it didn't, I should have got out once it broke 4. That's when I should have got out, because right here, I should have got out when it broke 4, but. I think I got way too stubborn, guys. Way too stubborn. That was a very emotional response. All right, let me transfer my trades. Let me analyze them. It's crazy how you can have like one really good day and one really bad day. Let's see. Export to file. Make sure, yes. Okay. So import trades, let's figure out. That was just all emotional. That was just completely emotional. All right, well, I'm out for 15 minutes, so let's see. 724. So I think I should have got out when it broke 4, because right here, this was support right about 417. This is when I should have got out. And look, I drew a trend line here. I should have got out here at 415. That was just me being completely stubborn. All right, so let's take a look. Today, okay, so my first trade was a bull flag pullback. The price dropped, and then I got out at, I tried to get out at my full stop. Let's see, my first target. Okay. The second one, that is the problem. All right, so that was a bull flag pullback here for this break here, but it wasn't like a clean pullback. So was not a clean bull flag. It wasn't a clean bull flag. That was my first problem. And when it broke support, I should have exited at, I want to say 414. 414. Oh my God, I held all the way to 379. That is just absolute stubbornness. Absolute stubbornness, you guys. Okay. Price dropped. Entry, and I went past full stop. Okay, that was ugly. I'm out for 15 minutes, and so this here, that's a good question, flip-flop. So this was a stronger, neither one of these honestly are that clean now that I'm looking at them. Okay, so generally I'm looking for one or two candles to pull back, maybe 3. This is too many, right? This may roll over and come back up, but this is just too many because I've already went way past my stop. But let me see if I can find one that's a cleaner bull flag pullback. So here you have a few candles moving down and then the break over the top of the low candle. But I don't think I took clean setups. These were not clean bull flag pullbacks. Not clean pullbacks. Generally, you want to see, you know, if the stock is running up, this is the theory behind it. The theory behind it is that you have upward momentum. Let me see if I can find one that's clean. The theory behind it, here we go. The theory behind it, this one's a lot cleaner, is that you have upward momentum and then you have a point where people are taking profit off the table. Here's one pullback here, and this one's pretty clean. You have a pullback and then a run up. Here it pulled back, popped up a little bit and ran up. This was not a clean pullback. So see here, I thought, oh, I thought it was going to run up here. It dipped and then ran up. I think they call this an ABCD pattern. Let's see. No, I was not up at 414. At 414, wait a minute, let me check. Actually, that's a good question. No, at 414, that was pretty much my stop. No, wait, 379, 443. No, but I feel like looking at the chart, even if I thought it was going to pop back up, I think looking at the chart at 414, I should have got out because it broke this level of support. Like if I just kind of forget about everything else and I just look at the chart and I try not to think about, okay, so I think the first thing I did wrong was I don't think I had clean entries, guys. For sure. That was the first thing. But yes, flip-flop, to answer your question, I'm looking for the price to pull back and then for it to break over the low candle. This is one of my basic setups that I generally take. I usually feel pretty comfortable with that. But no, I wasn't. Oh man, Ross went red too. I hate to say that makes me feel a little bit better. Of course, he clearly went red less than I did because I'm sure he was taking much bigger share size than I was. I think we all thought it was going to pop back up, but I was too stubborn. So if I forget about everything else and I just look at the price action, I really think that when it broke 414, I should have sold. Because right then I kind of knew, I said, oh, it's breaking support. But then I was thinking, oh, if it holds at 4, it's going to pop up. That's what I was thinking. At 4, that might be where it pops back up, but the whole dollar. But I should have sold when it broke 414, I think, because that was the level of support. I don't know. Ross went red too. Ugh. I was too stubborn. I held for too long. Of course, it did pop back up, but I wouldn't get back in on it unless I felt like it was solidly back up here. Yeah. I mean, this is a potential pullback here, but I don't know. I don't want to just, well, first of all, I can't trade for another like 5 minutes. Okay, I'm still in timeout, but I'd want to see it like break back over this level before I felt comfortable getting in. Oh, this kills me, guys. This is really killing me. Wow. Because I got in that trade at 443. I was in too high though. See, it broke over this level. I was waiting for, I got a little in a little high here, 443. Popped up briefly, but yeah, look at that. So, okay, if I try to take my emotion out of it because I'm really mad that I held through that level. But if you look at this, I do think that level, this is why I think I should I should have sold when it popped below that because that was the support for here. Once it broke support, I should have sold. And now look, that's becoming resistance, right? This could be the backside of the move. This is almost like all right, let's see what else is popping. That's pretty much it. This is like the only game in town. Okay, so yes. Yeah, so that's the classic bull flag pullback, right? You have a strong move up, which is like the bull flag pull. Then you have the pullback, maybe 2 or 3 red candles, and then it continues moving higher, a break going higher. Well, you tell me, flip-flop. You know, I mean, this is supposed to be a small cap momentum strategy. This is one of the ones I've been working all year. So we'll see if it really is presenting good odds, you know? That's what I'm trying to find out. So I know you said, wouldn't Ross get in as it makes the high above the red candle? Yes. So his strategy for bull flag pullbacks, which is what he considers like the basic beginner setup, is, and these aren't clean. So I think I made a mistake with that. But you're looking for momentum moving up, a pullback when some people sell off some profit, and then the break over the low candle. Like this would have been a good one, obviously, for me to get in on, but I sold too quickly here. Yep, the high above the low candle. So once it makes a new high over the low candle, that's when you're supposed to buy. But you want to get some confirmation too on like volume and momentum. So like here, this is pulling back too, but it's not clean. You've got this topping tail here. It's not like a clean pullback. I have to look and see if I can find one that has a clean pullback. I look for something that has a clean pullback. Let's see. What did I trade yesterday? Let me see. What did I trade yesterday? So yesterday I traded this. These are a little clearer. So here you have momentum running up, and then you have a pullback. Momentum running up, and you have a pullback. There are some that are like really clean, but this isn't. Yeah, see, look, this is just confirming that I should have sold when it hit this level. Once it broke support, I should have got out. Oh, no, I appreciate that. Thank you. I know what you're saying. But yeah, no, the idea is that you have upward momentum, a pullback, more upward momentum, and a pullback. So he teaches to trade the front side of the move. So here, now, you know, once it broke support, I should have got out. That's one setup. That's not the only setup I'm looking for. I also look to I like flat top breakouts where you see candles all kind of piling up at one level and then the price breaks out. I like trading that. I like trading when it breaks over like a whole dollar or a half dollar. Like yesterday I traded, so let me show you. Yesterday I traded, so this was a bull flag pullback yesterday. Okay, so this is a really clean one. So here, it popped up, pulled back, popped up, pulled back, popped up, pulled back. When it popped up again, that's when I got in. Of course, I should have let it run, but when the first candle to make a new high was when I got in. That was really clean yesterday. This is another one that I traded yesterday that I like, but it was a break of high of day. So here it was at high of day. Once it broke over high of day again, I got in. And this one is one I like, which is when it breaks over a level of like a whole dollar. I felt like it was going to break over 18 because it was right under, trading right under 18. Once it broke over 18, I got in. I like that one too. And then the flat top breakout. Let me see if I can find a flat top breakout and I'll show you what I like for flat top breakouts. Where did I get in on this one? Oh, I traded on the 5-minute chart. Oh, but you can't see it here. I don't understand that one. Okay, let me see if I can find one that's a flat top breakout. Yeah, I know you don't want to influence my trading, but any feedback is very helpful because, you know, of course I started with Ross's system. I'm just looking for another flat top breakout. I started with Ross's system and then, you know, I'm looking to improve. You know, that's why I'm doing this for sure. Let's see. I'm just looking for another flat top breakout. I guess I haven't had one for a while. All right, but I do like flat top breakouts. But those are the 4 that I've been trading mostly. Bull flag pullbacks, flat top breakouts, break over the whole dollar, high of day breakout, but mostly bull flag pullbacks. I'm curious, what do you guys trade to the long side? Well, I'm glad I guess I'm glad I got out when I did. It's better than waiting for it to run. Well, it went down to 374. I guess I went almost all the way to the bottom. But now it's trading here in this channel. Support here is now resistance. So so it depends on which chart you're trading on. If you're trading on it would be the same on each chart. I was trading on the 10-second chart for a while when I was using his scanners, but it just moves too quickly for me. It moves so quickly. So what he says is, okay, right here, this is a cleaner pullback. And you have momentum moving up. Then you have some candles pulling back. It would be the first candle to make a new high over the top of the low candle. And then the run up, which I missed this one. So of course I didn't get in on that one. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, this is the strategy I'm working, but I'm really open to feedback. Really open to feedback. And now that I'm trading without the indicators and I'm looking at the price action, I am questioning it because I'm starting to look at the price levels more than just simply the pattern on the chart. So like here, yes, this was a failed breakout. Okay, so I got in here at this one, it popped up. I thought it was going to run higher and it never really popped up and it just kind of rejected, right? But I really should have seen once it broke support that was so taking all the indicators off my charts has really helped me start to see levels of support, levels of resistance, and trends. Yeah, but that was that was me being stubborn. Yeah, I agree, but I like looking at the 5-minute chart, James, just to kind of see if the pattern is any clearer. Like here in the 5-minute, it looks really, this is a pullback. It looks really clear to me, you know? So I only use the 5-minute chart. I have traded off the 5-minute chart before, but I prefer to trade on the 1-minute chart. But yeah, I agree. I tried trading on the 10-second chart, way too fast for me. It was good to see micro pullbacks because that is the other setup that I was trading. But again, I was having very mixed results with it. So, you know, I'm just really starting to look at the levels of support and resistance and the trend lines more than anything else. You're like, I don't want to drop a bomb on you today and then leave. Yeah, I would love to hear. I would love to. We would all love to hear what you think. All of us would love to hear what works for you. I mean, for those of you who are consistently profitable, I am very much open to hearing what works for you, for sure. And I realize that what works for you, flip flop, might not work for me, but this is clearly not working consistently. But I also don't want to be like because I'm at risk of doing this where it's like, this isn't working, keep hopping around. This isn't working, keep hopping around, you know? I mean, I'm still learning. So is it what I haven't quite figured out yet? Is it that I haven't practiced this enough, or is this not my strategy? And at what point do you figure that out? So that's what I'm still trying to figure out. At what point do I decide, you know? So you're looking at which ones are you looking at, Herb? I used to have 3 charts on my screen: daily, 5-minute, and 1-minute. But I took everything off because there was just too much going on. And now I flip to the other charts if I want to look at them. And I took the 10-second off. It was just too fast. So yeah, like now, of course, hindsight is 2020. Now looking at this, it's like, wow, so obvious. But now if it bounces off the support, do I want to try to go for a run up to this level again? Or is this the backside of the move, right? This might break this level of support and then just keep trending down. Yeah, no, flip-flop, please share your knowledge. Please, please, please. All right, so now it broke this level of support. It's funny because I wasn't looking at this stuff. Yeah, definitely the backside of the move now. I wasn't looking at the price levels as closely when I had all the indicators on my charts. It was like a lot more difficult for me to see it. So Okay, you have you have the one Aligo. So you have the 5 minute, the 15 minute, and the 4 hour. Interesting. Okay. And Herb, you have the 5 minute, 1 minute, 15 second, and daily. Okay. Yeah, I feel the most comfortable on the 1 minute. Oh, yeah, Ross is set up on Webull. Weren't we talking about that yesterday? Flip flop. That sounds like amazing odds. I'm with you. And that's kind of how I've been feeling. I've been feeling like, uh, yeah, I have been feeling like I just don't have enough of a profit loss ratio to justify some of these trades. Like, this is exactly my frustration. Yeah, I would definitely rather, okay. Yeah, no, definitely. Definitely. I would rather have 8, 10 cents a share wins and, 1 small loss. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm really hoping this is what I think is going to happen, okay, when the pattern day trader rule lifts. I think there's going to be more volume in the market, and I think it's going to be easier to get like small wins. Yeah. Yeah, 8 wins to 1 loss is like awesome accuracy. You're looking for turns after a drop, and then it moves back up through your pivot level and VWAP. So is that, Wayne, is that reversal trading? Is that what you would call that? Yeah, so I'm still going through Ross's classes. That's where I started, and that's where a lot of my strategy is coming from. But now I'm trying to kind of, refine it and make it mine, because not everything that he does works for me. Of course, not everything that anyone does works for them. But yeah, definitely. Like, this is so obvious now in hindsight. Oh my God. Hindsight. In hindsight, this is so obvious, guys. So obvious, right? So obvious that it's the backside of the move. Yeah, so I took the Ross's basic class like 4 times. I'm a slow learner, and then I'm working through his advanced class. I took the I think it's called Scaling and Strategies. I did the first half of it like several times, and now I'm working on the second half of it. But a lot of it, honestly, is stuff I don't need. I mean, it's so comprehensive, hours and hours of instruction. Um, but a lot of it I think is just too advanced for me, and a lot of it I just won't fit my strat. He covers everything. Breakthroughs off support levels and sell as it hits resistance. Oh, okay. So are you saying, Wayne, right here, like this area here, it bounced off support here, and so they would buy from here to here? That's what I was saying when it came down here. I said, oh, should I buy for a break over this level and see if it hits support? Or I mean resistance? I was like, oh, if it's kind of trading in that channel, Okay. I mean, his class is really good, but um what I'm realizing is that, like, of course his strategy is perfect for him. He's making money. Okay. So yeah, so Wayne, I saw that, right? I saw that here and I thought, "Oh, maybe I should buy for this bounce." But but yeah, Ross's class is like, it covers so much. So much. He has classes on shorting, he has classes on advanced setups, everything. He starts with the basics and he goes through it. I think it was a great place to start. But I have to find my own strategy, right? I mean, you know, yeah. I mean, I'm a huge I'm a Ross Cameron. I'm a warrior trading wannabe. Like, I think he's a good guy. I think he literally put every single thing in his classes. It is just like, it's tough to get through because it's so much. He has interviews with his successful traders. It's great. It's really great. It's just that as a beginner, it's like almost like too many options. So I think my personality is more like, stick to something simple. Yeah, I liked his book. I like his book. I did a review on his book. And I like his book, but it's not technical. It's more about like mindset and risk management, you know? I mean, it's not really a technical trading book. He buys the dip. Yep. Yep, that's what he does. That's what he does. And, I think he really, really, really knows what he's doing, and he knows his strategy and he sticks to his strategy. Um, but now I'm trying to figure out, like, okay, hey architect, I'm trying to figure out like what works for me. Like, some of the stuff he does just doesn't work for me at all. And of course, I guess if you've been trading for 20 years, if you've been trading for 20 years, your strategy must work for you. Otherwise, you would have quit after year one. I'm assuming. Like, I don't want to make huge assumptions, right? But I do think that, if you're still trading after 20 years, what you're doing is working for you. I think the rest of us who are new here, we're just struggling to figure out where our edge is, right? But yeah, there's so many resources. I paid for Ross's classes. I'm taking his classes, but there's like a lot of the information that's out there is out there on the internet. He's not giving you like anything secret, but he just really knows what he's doing. He really does. And what's really great about, yes, he skills in and out of trades, which I'm not at that point anyway. I'm still a beginner, but one of the things that I also like about Ross is that he knows about all of the other little things besides the charts and the time and sales that goes into trading. Like, he'll talk about he was talking the other day about a stock that he was like, how does this stock have so much volume when its float is so low? And so then he like dug into, he looked at the what is it, the 10K or the 8K, and he like looked at the float and the shares available. Oh, good morning, Daily Glitch Park. Hi, welcome. We've got a nice little community here. We have a very active chat lately, so welcome. Yeah. So he was talking about, and he notices things in the market that someone like me is just not going to notice. And that's amazing. Okay. Thank you. From your archives, like something that you traded? Okay, that would be great. Thank you. Wait, SMB. No, let's see. Oh, I was thinking SK Trading. That was something that someone recommended. SMB Capital. Cool. I will check that out. Got my handy paper journal. So when you guys mention stuff, I put it down in my paper journal. Okay, that would be cool. Thanks, Wayne. So what got really stubborn here, guys, emotional decision. I knew that this was support, and because I put it on my chart, and when it broke support, I should have sold, but I held all the way down here to the bottom of the next level of support. Boo. That was bad. And it's Friday, right before holiday weekend. So what are the chances that I'm going to get another decent trade? I don't know. I don't know if there's a chance. All right, it is popping back up. But yeah, I'm not really seeing much else going on here. So pre-market high, low float gappers. Let's see, RYOJ. I was in timeout because I had a red trade, but I'm out of timeout. If I want to trade, I can, but I'm going to be really cautious, obviously. Not going to take anything crazy. I'm not going to revenge trade, even though I want to redeem myself and I feel stupid. This is so hard doing this in public. FYI. Really hard, but it's good because it's forcing me to be accountable, right? The second I made this mistake, you were all like, wait a minute, what about this? What about this? What about this? Like, if I was by myself, okay, let's be honest. If I was by myself and made that trade, it would be like, I probably would just sweep it under the rug. But now I'm being forced to really look at it from every angle. So, you know, forced to look at it. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, it should be pretty slow. I'm thinking it's going to be slow today. Yeah, I may. So revenge trading, as tempting as it is, I want to, get my $50 back. That could lead to me having a bigger red day. And I don't want that. I don't want a bigger red day. So, I am going to, as much as it's killing me, be patient. And if I have to sit with this red day, that's fine. It is what it is. It is what it is. Let's see. But if I do see something good, I will take a look. But I have low expectations today. I just had that on there to show you what I did yesterday. HCWB. I know that's been popping up for the last couple of days. Kind of a lot of the same names. It's funny. Some days you have a lot of penny stocks, and then today a lot of things in my price range, but so LFS seems to be like the only thing really doing anything. Popping up, looking like it's trying to get back to 4, but I don't know. We'll see. I could have tried to scalp a trade here. So this isn't super clean either, but it ran up, it pulled back a little bit. This could have been a potential for a breakout. But I'm being super cautious. Because I don't want a revenge trade, you know? That leads to ruin, guys. Revenge trading leads to ruin. But just kind of looking at the trends, this is the whole reason why I took everything off my chart. So I'm, you know, this to me would have been the trend, right? And then it broke out over this trend. At what level would it make sense for me to get back in? You know? Would it make sense at all? Is there a trade that any of you would take here? I don't feel like, I wouldn't feel confident until it broke over this level again. Because, and this is me, clearly inexperienced. Oh my God. It's a good thing I have a good sense of humor, you guys. Because, you know, it popped up to here, to here. I feel like unless it pops up above 414, I wouldn't feel confident getting back in on it. And now that I have my volume bars back on, lower volume. So I like having my volume bars all the same color. Is that weird? They're just hard to see. Let's see. Appearance. Let me give them, it's too bright. Too bright? Maybe like, there we go. Okay, now I can see them. So there's a little bit more volume here, but the price is mirroring the volume pretty clearly. So I just put volume back on my chart, and you know, I'm liking that. I think that's going to stay. But the volume is mirroring the price action pretty closely. Yeah, I have low expectations for anything else popping up, and so I'm making peace with sitting with my red day. But we can take a look and see what else is going on. GOVX, HCWB, LFS. You know, maybe when the market opens, there'll be a pop of volume, and if I see something good, I will get in. But I'm going to hold out for like a really good trade because I'm red. So, you know. But this is really helping me, honestly. Okay, I know I made this mistake here, though, was emotional. Because once it broke 414, everything below that to 379 was me being stubborn. You know? It's like I always think I can power through everything. My psychology was working against me there for sure. Does anybody else feel like trading is turning into therapy? I feel like it's exposing all of my mental and emotional weaknesses. Right. 471. Oh, yeah, right. That's true. Well, yeah, high of day breakout would be great. A high of day breakout would be great. But I feel like if it broke above 414 and continued upward, then it would be going for that high of day breakout. Did you end up shorting it flip-flop? Yeah, architect. Seriously. It is just killing me. But this is what I'm thinking. Maybe I'm off base. This is a little woo-woo, but if I become a consistent trader and I can learn how to manage my emotions more effectively, won't that make me a better person? Yeah, exactly. The sweet spot. The locates were too high, but I would have shorted anything above $4. Got it. Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, like how do you care but not care? I think what I'm beginning to feel is that I need to care about the process, care about the decisions, and not care about the result. Because I can't control the result. I can control my own decisions, my own process. Like this, holding this past 414 was just a bad decision. And that was something in my control. The stock dropping, not in my control. So I think I have to really dial in on caring about what I can control and not caring about what I can't control, which is the number, the P&L. I mean, of course, money is why I'm doing this so that I want this to be my job, but at the end of the day, I'm not sure that just caring about the P&L is going to make me better. But yeah, I'm trying to care deeply about my decisions, my improvement, my learning, and not care about the result. That is so hard though. That is really hard. It's very challenging. Like I'm looking at, yeah, my trading has been so bad since I started the live stream. Like it's just crazy how bad my trading has gotten. But I think my process has improved. Well, okay, my result has gotten worse. Oh, let me refine this. My result is worse, but I think my trading is improving. I would like them both to be going in the same direction, though. That would be kind of ideal, right? I think eventually, in the long term, if I keep improving my process, but yeah, it's starting to feel like therapy. Like, really? All right, so it's bouncing off this level of support possibly again, maybe. Let's see what happens. Honestly, I would be looking at other stuff, but I haven't seen anything else pop up, guys. I'm hoping something pops up at the market open, but I'm not going to hold my breath. Oh, that is awful. Ugh, that is awful. I'm still holding some bags from way back. And at the end of the year, if they haven't recovered, I'm just gonna sell them off and take the loss. I figure I might as well wait till the end of the tax year. But yeah, it's awful. Holding and hoping never works. As you can see, I literally wait this way. I literally just did it. Hoping and holding never works. I mean, there's a self-help book, and I can't remember what it is. It might be Crucial Conversations, but it said that wisdom is logic plus intuition. And I believe that intuition comes from experience. So I feel like we need to learn the technical side, and then there's only so much you can get without experience, right? Green, woohoo! Honestly, scalping seems like the way to go today. It definitely seems like the way to go. For sure. I might have to scalp my way back today too. I do that a lot. Like what I've been doing lately is when I hop on other times of the day, I'll trade in my Roth and I will just scalp trades. And I'm doing better. I'm doing better scalping little trades in my Roth. Honestly. It's like, oh, $1 here, $2 here, $3 here. And pretty soon I'm up like $10. Whereas like now I'm down 50, you know? So with a commission-free broker, like right now it's bouncing off support, but I don't see the volume there, you know? Maybe everyone's just waiting for the market to open. Yeah, honestly, scalping trades might be the way to go today. There's just not enough momentum. Yeah, I know. It's like I am finding that, which is why I'm kind of drawn to the idea of, you know, I think it was Wayne that said he trades SLV a lot, which I love precious metals. I'm like really interested in trading precious metals. So I have been watching SLV because it has a lot of liquidity. And you know if it will do what you, right. If you get to know a stock, you get better at it. And actually that's what Wyckoff said in Studies in Tape Reading, or what's the book called that I'm reading? Studies in Tape Reading. He said, like, get to know one or two stocks, you know? And honestly, that might be the way to go. But yes, small cap momentum, I'm finding that it's a crazy pace. You know, I'm really interested to see what I'm going to be doing like a year from now, because already, like, my personality, I'm getting like, I'm looking for, you know, maybe a little less excitement. Small cap momentum might be a little bit more excitement that I'm interested in long term, but all right. So it is making a bounce off of this level of support, but I really don't see volume. Okay, I got to stop looking at the volume because it's clouding my judgment as far as looking at the chart. HCWB. Let's see what else. Really, LFS is the only thing that's going on. Everyone is already camping, Flip Flop. They're already on their vacation. It's kind of grinding up, right? But like I said, I wouldn't want to get in unless it breaks 414 and then goes for maybe high of day. I'm going to be super cautious after my bad trade earlier. Let's see. Yeah, really, honestly, quiet. Crickets. It says the stock market is trending higher as it heads to the weekend with major benchmarks attempting to log multiple consecutive weeks of gains. But yeah, there's like no big news or anything going on. I'm looking to see if there's anything on Forex Factory on the calendar. Not much going on. Yeah, no big news from the Bureau of Labor Statistics. You like the adrenaline rush, Scooter. I don't like the adrenaline rush. I love trading. I love trading, but I actually don't love the adrenaline rush. I'm kind of boring. You would think I'm an adrenaline junkie because all of the things that I like to do are, you know, I'm a former amateur athlete and I like to do all fun, crazy things. I've done a tandem skydive, like all that stuff. All that. You would think I'm an adrenaline junkie, but I'm actually kind of boring. And I am aspiring to the point where trading is just like another thing in my day. Like that is kind of where I'm at. Like I would like the joy. What I like about trading is I like learning about it. But I would like the actual trading itself to be kind of boring. I'm ready for that. But people would say I'm an adrenaline junkie, I think, if they saw all the things that I like to do. Yeah, I absolutely have started seeing a huge shift in my mindset when the market opens. So, absolutely, it's like a completely different situation. AKTX is going crazy again. AKTX, let's see. Oh, okay. Possible share dilution. Well, let's see what happens. We can watch this one too. At least something going on. Yeah, look at this. LFS is staying within, this is still support here at 373. Interesting. I wonder if it's going to go up. So I am definitely looking, I finally that clicked in that the regular market hours and pre-market are like two completely different animals. A lot of times I like to trade the first hour after market. Like I said, I'll just scalp trades in my Roth IRA, like tiny little trades. And it's completely different. Yeah. Yeah, right? That's why I put in my live trade, Monday's a holiday. Don't forget, guys. Yeah, it's hard if you're an adrenaline junkie with trading because then consistency might feel boring, right? But I'm pretty boring at heart. Really boring. I like routine. As you can see, I'm consistent. I get up, I do the live stream, you know. I like structure. I like structure. But I do like really fun stuff. Yeah. Most people look at me and say she must be an adrenaline junkie, but I'm really not. I just like hard things. Like I think trading is hard and I like it because it's hard. If it was easy, I probably wouldn't like it. You know? I like figuring out difficult things. Or at least difficult for me. So yeah, LFS is really AKTX. So I don't swing trade anymore. Well, right now I'm not swing trading. AKAN. Let's take a look. AKAN. Yeah, I don't swing trade anymore, John. Oh, that's a little higher price for me. I would probably reduce my size to get in on that. If I were going to 10 shares. Really low float, huh? Look at that. 500,000 shares? That is super low float. I'm trying to see if it's hard to borrow or easy to borrow. But the chart's not. It's not popping up. That's weird. So let me take a look here. We've got a high at lots of volume here. Just going to take some of this clutter off my Okay, so it ran up, pulled back. It's kind of the 33, the whole dollar seems to be kind of a point of resistance here. Wow, there's a window up to 80. Okay. This seems to be like a flat top breakout kind of brewing here at 33. STIM back at support, had some inside buying the other day, about 10,000 shares. What the heck? Oh, it broke out over 33 and I missed it. Okay. See, flip-flop, that's the kind of thing that I look for, a break over a whole dollar. That's one of my setups usually, but I missed it. I was looking at this. I was looking at the chat. There's no news. I don't see any news, and I can't tell, for some reason it won't, the analyze tab won't load. I can't tell if it's hard to borrow, easy to borrow, or whatever. But so this is one of the setups that I tend to look at. If I see price consolidating right underneath a level, especially here where it was a whole dollar, I look for a breakout over that level. Yeah, I don't see any news. The problem with the news is that I might think it's great news and the market thinks it's terrible news. So STIM. On AKAN. Let's see. Let's look at the daily chart. You said heavy resistance at 37 right here. So now 33 and a half. So this is the kind of stuff I tend to notice. There was resistance at 33, then it popped up to 33 and a half-ish. That seems to be the new point of this half dollar. Tapped that level here, tapped that level here. But now it's pulling back. So this is the kind of pullback I might look for flip-flop. Just clipped BIYA for $54, 12-minute trade, 500 shares. Ooh, nice. Nice. That was moving up at a good clip. Look at that. Awesome. Well, this is a little high priced for me. If I did, I would do it with reduced shares, like only 10 shares. But this is the kind of pullback that I look for sometimes, flip-flop. And then I look for it to break out to high of day. So that would be like, what is the divide by 10 rule? Ooh, can you share that, Scooter? Watching for a 29.50 pullback. I've never heard that. STIM. So this is the one that you got in on? Okay. It is crazy how now I am watching. I put volume back on my chart, and now I really am starting to see the relationship between the volume and the price. It does pretty much mirror it. Because isn't volume driving price anyway? I'm going to see what Charles Schwab says, are the stocks moving? They're saying PCLA, LFS, HCWB, MTVA, all the same stuff. Estee Lauder, too expensive for me. So yeah, it pulled back, but it didn't break out. So oh, I just subscribed to him. 8 years unprofitable. Ooh. Oh, yeah, that's not adaptable. Ooh, that's not good. 8 years unprofitable. Wow. I won't make it to 8 years, guys. I'm persistent, but not that persistent. Yeah, I won't make it to 8 years. That is dedication. Yeah, I subscribed to his channel. I haven't had a chance to watch his videos yet, though. Yeah, I definitely. That's interesting. That is interesting. 8 years, and not, but he's stuck with. I wonder if he's stuck with the same strategy the entire 8 years, or. Oh, it looks like AKAN is making a breakout. Oh wow, that's crazy. He lives 3 hours from you. Yeah, I subscribe to his channel. I just haven't watched any of his videos yet. He must really love trading. He must really, really love trading. Okay, it looks like it's going to make a run for high of day, guys. I did not take this breakout, but yeah, I think that's where I feel like, what's the difference between being, making sure that you're practicing your strategy enough? Because I don't want to be one of those people that strategy hops, right? And goes from like strategy to strategy before and doesn't put the time in to get good at anything. At the same time, at what point do you say this strategy is not working for me? Like, what do you guys think is reasonable? A year? I mean, I've been trading with real money since last July, but I would say that I didn't really dedicate myself to this until November. That's when I started dedicating several hours a day, watching the charts consistently and making a real run for it. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. We have to be ourselves. I'm best at things when I am authentic to me. Like, you guys all have strategies that you're probably working on. And if you're consistently profitable, clearly your strategy is working for you. But just because something works for one person doesn't mean it's going to work for somebody else, right? And that's where I've really learned the last 2 months, honestly, through this live stream. I've learned that I have to figure out what works for me and be authentic, because if I'm not, it's never going to work. Yes. That's why I put 10 shares if I was going to get in on AKAN. Yeah. The bigger the risk, the less the shares. You have to take into consideration. Your mentor Ross is having red days. Then you know that's what I watch his recap every day, and it's like he's had so many no trade days this month, and he's had some big red days. So I'm like, all right, that is a sanity check. Like, okay. However, at what point do you decide your strategy's not working? I mean, I would say I'm giving it I've been giving it a serious level of dedication for 6 months. Yeah, your personality reflects with the strategy that works for you. Yeah, right. That's true. Yeah, so I hear what you're saying, Flip Flop. Like, it might not be that your strategy is not working. It might be just like current market conditions, because everyone has been saying it's like been a pretty tough month overall. Guys, I need to take a quick break. I have to make sure, I just saw the street cleaning people. I have to make sure that my son's car is not on the street. All right, I'll be back in about 5 minutes. All right, the car's safe. Whew. I live in the city, and he has to park his car on the street, so got to make sure he doesn't get towed. No matter how old they get, they're still your babies, right? So, when the market is up, size up and bank hard, and don't spend just because you're making a killing. Then when it slows down, you can afford to just relax and feel no pressure. Yeah, exactly. Fortunately, I am extremely frugal with money. I'm very frugal with money. Even though I travel a lot, I do a lot of off-season travel, budget destinations, stuff like that. I'm just very frugal by nature. I like nice things, but I'm frugal by nature. And so I love the idea of, don't spend more just because you're making more. You want to just kind of keep everything steady. Yeah, I do think it will heat up next month when the PDT rule changes. I do think so. AKTX. Weren't we looking at that earlier? AKTX. Let's see. But it really didn't do anything. Okay. BIYA is continuing to run up. Ooh, now it's over $1. Okay, it has 4 million shares outstanding. This is weird. My Analyze tab is just buffering. It's not working today. I wonder if there's a way to send it a ticket to Thinkorswim. Let's see. All right, I just sent a little ticket because that's happened multiple times now. BIYA is making a nice run up. Let's see. ARC Plan renamed to Binance Plan. BAIYA International Group establishes $1 million strategic and BNB position. Okay. So now it looks like it could be potentially pulling back. Oh, that looks like a micro pullback. I'm going to take a look at this and see if it pulls back. Oh, so this doji candle, that looks like a potential, yep, there we go, pullback, but it's pulling back maybe too much. Let's see. Yeah, long-term investing is something that I've been doing for a long time, you know. Long-term investing, I feel pretty comfortable, but I would like this to be my job. And then, like you said, take those profits and turn that, you know, keep turning that into my long-term investments. Yeah, long-term investing, it's just completely different though, you know? You're looking at more fundamental analysis, this has been the biggest shift for me, going from fundamental analysis to technical analysis, because fundamental analysis I've been doing for years, professionally at my job and also for long-term investing. Oh, this is a potential breakout. And the switch from fundamental analysis to technical analysis, that was like big switch, because I really didn't, you know, I was looking for, you know, long-term, oh, this might be a break of high day. Yeah, exactly. Frugal by nature, I really am. You know, But long-term investing is like, that feels so comfortable for me, like financial statement analysis and looking at long-term trends and all of that. That's my comfort zone. You know, I worked in a tax accounting firm. I had a bookkeeping business. All my professional experience is finance and accounting related. I did finance adjacent positions for the federal government for 17 years, including government contracting. And, you know, I feel comfortable with all of that. It's just the technical analysis piece is so new. So when I read news, I can't help but think of it through the lens of fundamental analysis. And I really have to start thinking of it through the lens of technical analysis and say, okay, how is this going to drive market price action today? As opposed to, what does that mean for the health of the company and their balance sheet? Which is what I'm still doing that. When I'll look at, news, and I'll think, how is that going to affect their, financial statements, and how is that going to affect shareholder, the shareholders. And okay, well, I'm glad I didn't buy a high of day break there. I know. Look at this. BIYA. Oh, it's only 1 million float. Okay. So they have 4 million shares outstanding, but their float is only 1 million. That's nice. That's going to drive up price, right? I think that's why AKAN has such a low number of shares outstanding too, right? You'll short anything. Wait, AIDX. You'll short anything. Oh, I want to see what happens with that. Let's take a look. AIDX. Ooh, AIDX is moving. Oh, I have that from a long time ago. I'm holding that bag. I'm staying away from that. All right. Penny stocks trading. I don't do well with penny stocks generally, right? I don't do great with it. All right, AKAN. I was watching that. That's gonna come off my list. AIDX, I'm holding a bag from a while ago, so that's gonna come off my list too. I won't. AKTX, saying it's running up. Trading's so grimy. Hey, $4, that's how I trade in my Roth. Like, I just scalp little trades during the day, and honestly, I'm doing better in my Roth. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. You're green, right? You're doing better than I am today. But at what point do I throw in the towel? I don't know, guys. All right, so now this support is becoming resistance here on BIYA. LFS is making moves, but in the wrong direction. I'm hoping I see something at the market open. I'm hoping I see something that I can do. Hey, look, if it's working, it's working. But yeah, I am absolutely frugal by nature. I like nice things. I like my shiny jewelry and stuff like that, and I like taking trips and stuff like that. But I travel off season. I travel economy. I travel to more affordable destinations. Okay, so BIYA broke this level of resistance, and it's coming back up for high of day. So I'm wondering, I might get in if it's testing high of day again. Price hesitation. 10. All right, it broke that level of support, so I'm out. Can't trade for another 15 minutes, guys. So 9:13. Actually, no, that's 2 red trades in a row, so I can't trade until the market open. 30 minutes, I'm out. All right, so I was looking for the break of high of day. And I saw the price drop. I was hoping to get out at break even, but when it broke support, I was like, I'm out. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. 100 shares at 113, not a big deal. And I figured support here was less than 10 cents a share of risk that I was taking on, but you have to think like a criminal, Spidey. I don't do well on penny stocks generally, but if I see a setup that I like, I will take it. Yeah, right here, down here. It's testing that high of day again. Oh man, it's going to break that level and I'm going to be so mad. It's going to break that level. I'm going to be pissed. Oh, no. It is testing that level though, huh? There it goes. There it goes. 113, 112, 113. 113. Wow, for some reason, it's really stuck at that level. 112, 113. Oh, big seller for 78,000, 83,000 on the ask. 69, 70, 70. Huge seller on the ask. See that right there, guys? 73,000. Right there. 98,000 shares on the ask. $11, $12. This 12 cents a share, I mean, not 12 cents a share, $1.12 is just, it's stuck there, huh? They buy in 1 to 3 candles and then it pulls back. Yep. Right here. Right here, right? They buy in, it pulls back. They look at this run up. It's really stuck at this level. I think it's going to break out, but I missed it. I got a false breakout over here. But I sold before, when it broke support, I sold. Ooh, big red candle. Oh, wow. That is so crazy. Look at that. It's hitting that level of support, which was resistance here. Huh. I wonder, maybe it won't break. Little devil market makers. Oh, it broke. It broke 115, 115, 115, 16, 17. Ah, it did. It did break. 117, 18. There we go. 9. Oh, 18, 118, 119. Oh, man, I got the false breakout. 20. Now it's kind of hesitating under 120. Up. 116, 117. Let's see if it's going to break 120. Oh, these topping tails here. I'm so invested in this because I'm so mad that I tried to get that high of day breakout and all right, I'm going to import my trade into, it's not showing up yet. I'm going to import my trade to Thinkorswim, or export my trade from Thinkorswim into TraderView. And I will log that trade. Ugh. Okay. So, I guess you could call it a flat top breakout, but it was also like a high of day breakout. And the price dropped below entry, and then I'm gonna say broke support. Okay. When the price dropped below my entry, I looked to get out break even, but then it broke support. All right. So that's where I'm at with that. This was the dumbest trade ever, but okay. That wasn't necessarily a stupid trade. I think that was a reasonable decision to go for that. And I think that it just rejected. So I don't think that was a stupid decision. Trades 1 and 3, I would say good decisions, mixed results. Trade 2, monumentally stupid decision. All right, now we have a new level of resistance here at $1.20. So do you guys have any rules around taking a timeout? I've been taking timeouts, and I can't decide if it's good or if it's bad. Because I feel like a lot of times I see another good trade and then I miss it because I'm in timeout. So I don't know if it's helping me or hurting me. All right, we have another point of resistance at $1.20. Yeah, so I'm kind of curious. I know some of you I've heard say you have a 3 strikes, I'm out. 3 strikes, I'm out policy. Right now, my timeout, it feels too rigid. Okay, so I have, if I have 1 red trade, I'm out for 15 minutes. If I have 2 red trades, I'm out for 30 minutes. And if I have 3 red trades, I'm out for the day. Is that too rigid? Maybe instead of a timeout, you could reduce size to 2 shares for your punishment. I also considered forcing myself to do push-ups. I thought that might help. And also, right. Okay. So during the time out, I could trade with reduced share size, like 1 or 2 shares. And I think I'm going to have to go back and look at my data. But the ones that are working for me the best are flat top breakouts, high of day breakouts, break of whole or half dollar, and bull flag pullbacks. Those are the 4 that are working the best for me. The micro pullbacks, that I had some success with, but honestly, it's just too stressful. All right, I have to do 10 push-ups then. I'll be right back. I'm going to do my 10 push-ups. Hold on. Let me take off my glasses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, 10 push-ups. Oh, but I owe 10 for the first one. Okay, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Whew. Okay, I did 20 push-ups, 10 for each red trade. I am a former amateur athlete. I coach athletes, so I am used to, when people are late, sometimes I make them do burpees. All right. Wow, flip-flop. You're like, you're going to get so strong. All right. Just a few push-ups. Hey. I will. I'll have to point. Well, I've got my webcam on, so I could do burpees. This is what I should do. I should make the punishment worse with every red trade. If I get a 3rd red trade, I'm going to have to do 10 burpees, which suck even more than push-ups. All right. So, Warren Buffett never does push-ups after a loss. poor Warren Buffett, wouldn't that like kill him at this point? Also, he eats McDonald's. Like, how is that guy is on another level? Like, if I ate McDonald's, it would kill me. um, okay. Okay. Yeah, because the timeouts are starting to feel like really punitive and to the point where, and again, like I said, I don't mind doing burpees and push-ups. I will do that. But I feel like the timeouts are to the point where it's really, I'm missing opportunities. But yeah. All right. So I will, I'm going to keep up my push-ups and burpees after red trades. I think that's probably good for me. He drinks about 5 Cokes during the annual meeting. That's so funny. I know. It's like, how is he even alive? Like, that would just, I don't drink soda. That would kill me. That would literally kill me. But, you know. All right. So, you guys have given me some hope about, I think the timeout thing is a little rigid. So, let's revamp this. Instead of timeouts, I get very rigid about things, you know, and I need to learn to be adaptable. So, let's see. You guys are kind of helping me rethink this. So, one red trade, let's say 10 push-ups. 2 red trades, I have to reduce my share size. He owns Coke shares, so that's probably just him promoting his stock. I know, right? But how does that not kill him? Like, soda is just so bad for you. I'm yelling at my son all the time because he buys soda. I just think it's really bad for you. I'm like a bit of a health nut, if you hadn't noticed. Okay, so 2 red trades. Should we? What do you think? Let's crowdsource this. I could really use some help on this. I feel like my timeout system is too punitive, and I'm missing opportunities. And so would maybe after 2 red trades, I reduce my share size. Lower your size after each loss. Big traders reduce their size after a string of losses. Got it. Okay, so after 1 red trade, I'm going to go to half share size. Okay. And after 2 red trades, I'll do 10 burpees, which I hate burpees. And I'll do the burpees with the push-ups, the burpee push-up ones, because those are the worst. All right, 10 burpees, and then I'll go down to 10 shares. So let's see. And then 3 red trades, I'll go down to 1 share. And then after three trades, I guess after that it would be good to get out. Or if I lose after that, I should probably get out. All right, let's try that. Let's try something less punitive. So I'm going to go down to 10 shares. And look for opportunities. All right. So that I can still continue working on improvement. So replace soda with scotch years ago. I'm not quitting drinking permanently, but I haven't had a drink since February. And I feel great. Well, oh, that's a good, okay. See, you guys are keeping me thinking flip-flop. That's a great question. How should I size up? Ginger ale and Dr. Pepper. Oh, what did I used to drink what was that drink that was around in like the 80s? Tab? I used to love Tab. That makes me sound so old. All right, so, oh, am I defining a good trade by whether it ends green? Oh my God, you guys are great. You're challenging me. Okay, so I should scale up with each green trade. Okay, so if I'm down to 1 share and I get a green trade, I can go up to 10. And then if I get another green trade, I can go up to 50. And then if I get another green trade, I can go back up to 100. That seems reasonable. And am I dividing? So I guess this is more about managing risk than defining the trade. Aligos, that's a great question. This is more about managing risk than defining the trade as good or bad. This is separate from my evaluation of my decision-making process. Okay, I could make good decisions and still have 3 red trades in a row. So out of my 3 trades today, I feel like I had made 2 good trades, good decisions, 1 terrible decision, but I had 2 red trades. So one of my good decisions, I think the flat top breakout was a good decision. I think that was a good calculated risk. So I am going to say that this is not about decision making, but this is about, yeah, I like that too. I feel like the latter is a good, it'll keep me from having outsized risk. I like this. So I'll just go up and down. So right now I'm at 10 shares. So if I get a red trade, I'll go down to 1 share, right? And then I can size up if I get green trades. I think this is a good way to manage my risk and my exposure to the market. But that's a good question, Aligos. This is separate from my evaluation of whether my decisions were good or bad decisions. So I think with my 3 trades, I had 1 bad decision, 2 good decisions, 2 good trades, 1 bad trade, but I had 2 red trades. One of my good trades went bad. I do think that this was a good entry. It had popped up to this level twice, and it eventually did break out, but it tested it multiple times. So I just wasn't willing to wait through. I wasn't willing to let it sit. Tab or Fresca? Fresca. It's funny because I worked at a law firm in the 90s briefly. I was a legal secretary for a while, and one of my bosses, she was one of the partners of the firm. She was an amazing lawyer, really great woman. One of the attorneys, head partners. She drank Tab. And used to they used to order sodas for the break room, and she would order like cases of Tab. Don't those are great rules. Don't lose money. Don't forget rule 1. Yeah, I seem to have forgotten rule number 1 today. I definitely have forgotten rule number 1. So, but the market opens shortly. Now I've got 10 shares. I'll trade with 10 shares. So you guys can see, I'll show you. See, I've reduced my share size to 10 shares. And yeah, because I feel like my timeout system was too punitive. I was not able to take advantage of opportunities to recover. Well, that's a good question. Like, because I have made bad trades that have been green. So is it really a bad trade then? I don't know. These are like almost existential questions. If a trade is, it's like if a tree falls in the forest and nobody hears it, did it really fall, and all of that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm going to keep looking for trades. I'll trade with 10 shares and we'll see how that works. I'm so glad you guys are helping me kind of figure out what a good strategy is. I'm highly motivated to get a green trade now because I don't want to do burpees. Yeah. if you make bad trades, but they're green, then you should keep making bad trades because they're working, kind of. But like at my level of experience, because I'm so new, maybe my evaluation of my own trades is not accurate. Okay, so I'm looking at this trade and I'm saying that was a good trade. I made a good decision. But now someone who's more experienced at high of day breakouts might see something that I missed because they're more experienced than me, you know? And that's where that level of experience is so important. Noise is only noise if you hear it, right? That's kind of what I'm thinking. Okay, so if it, like, I'm looking at this trade that I made, and I felt confident about it. I felt very confident about it, but maybe a more experienced trader would look at this and say, no, I'd want to see it test that level, reject, then test that level again, you know? Right. Yeah, I feel like if I've made 3 red trades and I feel like, you know, you do have those days where you feel like nothing's working, everything's off. I mean, it doesn't even matter how good the market is. You know, sometimes you just feel like nothing is working. And you can feel it. You just feel like you're spiraling, right? In that case, I think I should stop. You know? Like, yeah. So yeah. This is good. I mean, I'm curious. Is this 3 red trade pull-up? Scooter, I just saw that. I don't have a pull-up bar here. I'll have to do that at Planet Fitness. My daughter and I, we go to lift Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So I actually used to be able to do pull-ups, but I'm 55 now. I haven't been able to do a pull-up in about 6 years. However, we do hang on the bar, and I'm trying to go for it there. I'm almost at my 30-second hold again. But yeah, I'm curious, you know, I love hearing what you guys do as far as managing risk and sizing up, sizing down. Because I don't know about you guys, but as a beginner, sometimes you see something on the internet or you watch a YouTube video and it kind of anchors your thinking, you know? And then you get rigid. I tend to be very process oriented, and sometimes I can be a little too rigid about things. And my concern is always like, if I am too flexible, then am I going to end up throwing all my rules out the window and making a mistake? Everyone says just stick to your rules, but what if your rules aren't the right rules? Like, how do you know if your rules are the right rules? So LFS is still apparently in the game. Wait for the turns. Wait, Gordon Gekko. Isn't that from a movie? Gordon Gekko. Yes. I thought that was from a movie. Is that from the movie? Yeah, Wall Street. Okay. Boy, I saw that so long ago. I have to rewatch that. Get one for the door jam. Yeah, I had one in my old apartment. Now I have a house, but it wrecked my doorway. Not that I'm so strong. But but today I'll lift today, guys. I promise. Everyone should be lifting. PSA, public service announcement. Everyone, I'm 55. You got to make sure that you're doing weight bearing exercise when you're older. Not to get totally off topic, but everyone should be lifting. All right. So LFS, it keeps kind of, now this level is support again. Yeah, that's the thing. So, Wayne, one of the things I'm struggling with is, am I adapting? 1 minute, 1 minute. Am I adapting because I'm not giving something, like learning something deeply enough? People like the strategy switching, right? Or like, when do you know it's adapting, not just avoiding? I guess I'll figure that out as I go. All right, guys, less than a minute. Less than a minute. Good luck, everybody. Let's see, MTVA. I'm looking for things to pop up, but we'll see. At the open, things might pop up. Oh, wow. Look at that. All right. So let's see. TKLF. What is going on with that? Oh, that's interesting. Whenever I see a trend line, I'm like, oh, did I look at that already? BIYA. I like this snooze. KIDZ. I feel like I've seen that before. I think I've traded it before. Penny stock. Okay, so I'm not going to trade the first 5 minutes, but I'm just going to look and see if there's anything that's kind of, oh, look at LFS, huh? Broke above 414, which is what I was looking for. I'm taking vitamins, not drugs, just so you know. All right. So LFS did pop up above 414. I think it's going to go for high of day. It's definitely gapping up. KTX, that has great news. Akari Therapeutics shares are trading higher after the company announced preclinical data. That's like really, really good news, but that doesn't necessarily translate into movement in the market. Oh, have a good day. Bye, Architect. Have a great weekend. Don't forget, guys, Monday's a holiday. Okay, I'm going to wait for things to shake out for at least 5 minutes, and then I'll look for some of my regular setups. Yeah. Interesting. So this is the opening range. I'm not going to trade the opening range breakout. I'm just kind of marking where it is so I can kind of observe. I don't really see anything though. It's the top of the opening range. Nope, whoops, I accidentally deleted the wrong thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the top of the opening range. Okay. KIDZ. So I'm trading with only 10 shares, but let's see what pops up. Oh, this just isn't moving. TKLF is really just not moving. Let's see, is there anything else? No. Wow. Holiday week. Let's see. PCLA, MTVA, HCWB. FJET. They have news. Oh, okay. Now that's a pretty clean pullback. I'm gonna look at this one. Yeah, I've traded that before. I thought so. Okay. I like this. It has news. The float's a little higher. But I like this. I'm going to get in and I'm going to like let it ride up a little bit. RGTI. Oh, as soon as I'm out of this, I'll take a look at that one. I'm going to sort of let this, see what happens with this one. Oh my. Good thing I was only in for 10 shares. Good thing I was only in for 10 shares. What is SL? I do like anything quantum. I do like anything quantum. VCIG. You guys are all making trades. I love it. I'm right now in FJET for 10 shares. So I'm hoping, I think it's going to keep going up. But if it drops to this level of support, I'm out. I didn't really have a clear setup on that. I did a micro pullback, which I really. It's pretty slow moving. Oh, stop loss. Oh, okay. I was like, wait, what's SL? Isn't that the case? Do I let it breathe? Is my stop too tight? It's like, that's the eternal battle, right? I should be able to put a stop here if I want to, though. Why is it saying stop limit? Oh, this has to be day. That's why. There we go. Then I can put a stop loss if I want. This one's so slow moving that I have time to put the stop loss on. Ooh, Eligos, RGTI, nice trade. All right, RGTI. Let's see. Nice. Very nice. Let's see what else. QUBT. I do. I like quantum computing. Look at that. Look at that. think FJET is going to hit my stop. I'm going to have to do burpees, guys. VCIG. CIG. If FJET doesn't bounce up, I got to do 10 burpees. I'm going to be in killer shape if I keep losing. And then I'll be down to 1 share. But hey, it's kind of better than, you know, what I was doing previously. The timeouts were too restrictive. It's hard to improve. I think so too. Yes. Good observation. I feel way less stressed. Way less stressed. I'm definitely all for less stress. And I've got my stop at support here so that if it breaks support, I'll just get out. But I'm giving it room to go. And honestly, at 10 shares, I can't do that much damage. There we go. It's going to hit my stop. Nope. Yeah, at 10 shares, I'm not going to, you know, it's not going to break the bank. But I can still participate and improve. So, okay, I traded a micro pullback, which I said I wouldn't do because I do have mixed results on them. So it dipped. I thought it was going to keep moving higher. But this, you know, what should have been my clue is the reducing volume, but okay. And set, stop, and it hit my stop. All right, 10 burpees. This is what happens on live streaming. One. With the push-ups. 2. I'm going to be in great shape. 3. 4. 5. 6. 4 more. 7. 8. 2 more. 9. 1 more, guys. 10. Pain is weakness leaving the body, right? 10 burpees. All right. Whew. AGE boom. Announces a $4 billion valuation. What? Let's see. AGAE. I haven't done burpees in a while. I'm going to be in great shape if I keep losing. That's AGE. Let's see. Okay, so now I'm down to 1 share. Keep up the good work. Wayne, that's mean. I know. Now I've done 20 push-ups and 10 burpees with push-ups. Honestly. AGE, so you got locates, but you're thinking, so flip-flop, don't you normally just short during the pre-market, or do you short during the regular market hours too? So it halted for 5 minutes. News pending. 4 billion? Agreement to acquire majority stake in High-L Route. Let's see. Fiber Optic Communication Group. Beneficial to my health. I know. All right, let's see. QTEX. QTEX. Let's see. Why did it not? QTE. Oh, X or K? Q. Everything's moving so quickly. QBTX. BTX. All right, let's see. Okay. Oh, this is a leveraged ETF. Did I trade this yesterday? Is this what I traded yesterday? Check my, yeah, QBTX. This is what I traded yesterday. But now it's really expensive. But I'm only trading one share, so whatever. This is like a lot less stressful. You're right, flip-flop. Except for the burpees, it's a lot less stressful. But I'm still going to wait for something clear. Let's see. All right, looks like a micro pullback here. See, these micro pullbacks, they get you. There we go. Okay, I'm in for one share on QBTX. And I put a stop loss on there. And it's sold at my stop. No? Wait, yes. Oh no, it missed it. Or did it sell at my stop? Wait a minute. No, it sold. Okay. It sold at my stop. Oh my God, I have to do more burpees. Oh my God. Oh my God. You guys get some coffee. I'll just, you know. Feel like a Marine at this point. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Whew. Okay. Ten more burpees. I gotta start winning. All right. Still in. You only short during the pre-market. Let's see. But that news headline, I couldn't resist at least buying 45-cent locates in case. Still in Dell. Ooh, okay. Instead of trade with Raven, put some still with Raven. I know. Hey, I got to get something out of it. So maybe I set my stop too tight because it did run higher. All right. So I'm going to get back in. One share. At one share, I can only do so much damage. Buns of steel with the Raven. QBT. Okay, so I'm going to actually clean up my list here. I'm going to clean up my list. I have a lot of stuff on here. FJET came back up. Ooh, look at RGTI. Wow. Now I see the value in push-ups and burpees. When I'm red, it's forcing me to really evaluate. So let's see. QBT, you're in QUBT for 1286. Q 1286. Oh, okay. Oh, look at that. So when it broke over this level, you got in. Okay. So it was like a break of high of day. $24. I'm going to set my stop here at the level of this level of support. Oh, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You guys carry on. I'll just be doing burpees. Oh my God. Okay. I'm back. My trading has to get better. I'm too old for this. All right. Whew. All right, let's regroup. AGAE, I'm taking that off my list. AKTX, taking it off my list. BIYA, FJET ran up. QBTX, it dropped below that support and then it popped up. Ugh, it's like I can't catch it today. QBT pulling back. RGTI, oh my goodness, look at that. RGTI, oh my God. I hope nobody got caught in that. Wayne, I literally have done 20 push-ups and 30 burpees so far. Like, this is getting ridiculous. But yes, at least if my trading is worse, my health is better. That's the only thing I can think of. Oh my goodness, RGTI, TKLF, I'm going to take that off my list. VCIG. All right. So RGTI, what is that? Is that flip-flop? Are you still on? Is that shorts? Burpees, that's real dedication. Burpees are the worst. That's why I switched from burpees to push-ups, because push-ups, I don't feel like are enough of a deterrent, you know? It's just, I'm going to make sure it's always burpees, because I feel like it's just not enough of a deterrent. Like, really. You know? It's like, not enough of a deterrent. All right, so we're going to do timeout. Okay, so burpees. And then I'm going to come up with a little share ladder. Right now I'm at 1 share. I can't move up unless I get a green trade. So can't move back up to 10 unless I get a green trade. But at least I'll be in shape. Push-ups are too easy. I could do enough. I could do a lot of push-ups. I know. They're going to be like, what are you doing over there? Okay. So you $2 profit. Woohoo! You did it, Aligos. Yes. You know, Aligos, I'm gonna give you a shout out because you really planned that trade carefully, and you set you know, you really put it out thoughtfully. Yeah, that was like a thoughtful trade. That was great. You know? Yes, I am trying to give myself some kind of punishment for so QBIYA, it popped up, it broke high, it went to high of day, and then it rejected all the way back down to this level of support. Wow, I totally missed it here. I got stopped out here. And then it ripped up. I don't know who that is. Okay. So it's 10:09 a.m. I am going to have to call it soon, guys. Not the best trading day, but got a little bit of a workout in, and I'm just curious what happened with RGTI. That is crazy. That's got to be shorting, right? You know, there's a lot going on, but I just can't seem to catch anything today. I just feel like I'm off. I don't know what it is. SVRN, that doesn't, it's halted, right, on the way down. RGTI, this makes me really nervous. I know some of you were saying you were trading that earlier, but that makes me really nervous. So I'm going to take that off the list. QUBT. Okay, so now this was resistance, and now that's support. And I'm wondering if it will go for high of day. I mean, it has broken out over this level. I think it might. Let's give it one more try. It's hesitating. So I will try to get out at break even. This is actually the low. 1284. 1288. All right. I'm out. No more burpees for today, though. I think I hit my burpee max. All right. I had a series of just nothing worked. Not one thing. Today was like one of those days. So, but reducing my share size made a huge difference. And I really want to thank you guys for that. And with QBT, interesting how the price went back up at 54. Look at this. That's so annoying. Okay, went up. That price 1240 at power green bar at 1241 was protected. That would have made a better entry. Here, price 1240 at power green bar. 1240. Oh, down here. Down here at the bottom? Yeah, definitely. Wayne, yay! Good job, Wayne. Woohoo! Yeah, take it when you can. All right, guys, not my day today. I'm out of burpees though. Yeah, I will call it a day. Have a great weekend, you guys. Thank you for helping me figure out a better plan for managing risk instead of very rigid timeouts. This was helpful. I still was able to kind of participate, but at a very limited exposure. Oh yeah, have a great trip, Flip Flop. Have a great trip. I hope you and your wife have a wonderful trip. And we'll see you when you get back. Hope that you get to disconnect, put everything on hold for a while. And guys, have a great weekend. Please be safe. And I'll see you guys on Tuesday.